Well, I don't have a news item or a follow up other than what I have is a tool, and it kind of dovetails into what I'm going to talk about today, which is sign in with Apple. But when working with sign in with Apple, there's a front end side of it, there's the back end side of it, and working with the back end. One of the tools that I use on my Mac to test my endpoints is an app called GetAPI, and a more popular one I feel like is Postman. That's the one I started with, but I've discovered GetAPI from I actually don't remember where I discovered it, but somehow I ran across this, and what the app does is just a Mac app that you can use to create, create, read, update, delete endpoints to query CRUD app, operations, and you can configure your headers and the JSON body in there to send or make requests to your server as you're testing it, and it's just a very simple app. I actually
And how is that sorry to interrupt you. How is that different than me just using curl like from the command
From the
line?
command line? Well, the reason it's different from the command line, Drew, is because I am not the command line wizard that you are. And I much more lean towards the graphical user interface apps for doing things like this. So Git API, I also use Fork, which is my Git repo, my Git management tool. That's another tool that I use because I'm just not as well versed in the command line. So if you're like me and you prefer to use visual tools rather than command line tools for doing these types of inputs, then I definitely recommend Git API. And the reason I gravitated away from Postman is because it just felt like Postman was so bloated. It did so much that honestly I
It
didn't.
it feels like it's more bloated every time I
Is that
open it.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even have.
Yeah, and it definitely feels geared towards like larger corporate environments. Like I don't know, everything is kind of like nothing. Well, it's weird because like you have to log into this web thing, and then there's like synchronized things that don't stay synchronized, and I don't know. I feel like it's gotten worse over time. So yeah, I mean the main features are still there, but they haven't really changed that much either. So
Yeah, to me it felt like just way too big of a hammer for what I'm trying to do. All I want to do is just test my endpoints, and the app isn't perfect. You can see that there's a little bit of bugs in it. Sometimes like things won't reorder the way you want if I'm trying to reorder things or what.
is it available? I was going to ask you, where do you get it? Is it available on the App Store? Do you download it from the website
I
somewhere?
wasn't prepared for this. I think it is available. Let me see.
GetAPI.com.
Oh, $39. Buy once, use forever. Yeah, so it is a one-time download, one-time purchase from getapi.com. Yeah, I've been very happy with it.
Okay, well that seems great.
And what do I use it for, Drew? You might ask.
Yes, I would love to know.
I use it for working with the server side Swift code that I write using Vapor, and what I've been working on recently is a lot of sign in with Apple code. Because for my new app, I'm using sign in with Apple when the user wants to create an account. When they get to that point in the app, and then for my existing app, the Midst, you have to create an account right from the beginning because it is a social network, and so anything that you do associated with that is going to be associated with your username. And what I've been working on with sign in with Apple has been not only the front end, which a lot of blog posts that you find out there seem to only talk about the front end side, the client side of sign in with Apple. And then you kind of fall off a cliff when it comes to what happens on the back end, on the server side. If you want to save any of this information to your server, you're going to need some identifying markers on your servers.